Theorem 3. Okay, I am writing statement. If F is mapping from capital X to capital Y, instead of X, Y, Z, you can take capital ABC also for sets, notations for these sets. If F from X to Y and G is mapping from this Y to Z, and these are the B, the 2, I am taking 1 to 1, 1 1 and onto mappings. Then okay, in this property we have given two 1 to 1 and onto mappings F and G, and we have to discuss now the property for composition of these two mappings, which composition is defined for these sets X to Y and then Y to Z. First we are running F and then later on G, so X to Z and notation for that, then the composition, which composition is defined here, it is G composition F, and it is mapping from, okay, F we are taking first, so X to, F takes X to Y and then later on Y goes to Z with the help of G, so this is mapping from X to Z. Then the composition, G composition F from X to Y, it is mapping is also 1 to 1 and onto, and onto. Okay, see, two mappings we have taken, they are nothing but the 1 to 1 and onto mappings, and if their compositions is defined for any two 1 to 1 and onto mappings, if their composition is defined, then that composition new function which is product of these two new old functions is also 1 to 1 and onto. This composition of two mappings is also 1 to 1 and onto. And if this new function G composition F is 1 to 1 and onto, that means its inverse exists. So we have to again discuss in the same property about its inverse. Then the composition is also 1 to 1 and onto. Okay. 1 to 1 and onto, and F composition G, this is 1 to 1 and onto mapping, that means its inverse exists. So let me write about its inverse in this property, in the same property, and I have to show in the same property again this F composition G inverse is same as, it is composition of these two mappings, and that two mappings are nothing but the inverses of F and G. Each mapping is here 1 to 1 and onto, so their inverses are exist there. And this new mapping, which is inverse of G composition F, let me write here, it is not F composition G inverse, it is G composition F inverse. Okay, let me undo this, sorry, please replace this, sorry. In above line we are writing G composition F exists there, that means its inverse exists. So what is that mapping? And G composition F, it is 1 to 1 onto, so its inverse exists, and it is same as composition of these two mappings, and these mappings are nothing but the F inverse and its composition with G inverse. and this new, or it is inverse of this G composition here, so it is mapping from, see there, G composition F is mapping from X to Z, so its inverse is nothing but the mapping from Z to X. It is mapping from Z to X. Okay. So this is the property. This is the statement of theorem 3. See there, what is given and what we want to prove. F and G are two mappings defined in that way, X to Y and then Y to Z. And then they are one-to-one onto mappings. Their composition we are defining. G composition F is defined from X to Z. And then we have to prove here this G composition F is one-to-one and onto mapping. And later on, because it is one-to-one and onto mapping, its inverse exists, and that inverse we have to equate with composition of inverses of two mappings, F inverse and G inverse. So this is the statement. Now we start to write proof for this theorem. So in the proof, continue there, write everything which is given here. Okay. Let F, which is mapping from X to Y, and please make one correction in the statement of theorem. I am saying here, make correction in the statement, replace this B by, it is not, because we are starting with if F and G are, just note, right here I am making correction in the statement. If F from X to Y and G from Y to Z are, if F and R are the two one-to-one and onto mappings, then the composition is also one-to-one. Okay, we have replaced here B by R. And now continue in the proof. Let F from X to Y and G from Y to Z be the two one-to-one onto. You can write in this way, or you can also put here and between one-to-one and onto. One-to-one onto mappings. One-to-one onto mappings. Okay. Then the composition, let me check their composition is defined or not, and which composition is defined there. Then the composition of F and G, which is G composition F, is a mapping. Okay, it is defined because these mappings are given in this way, F from X to Y and G from Y to Z. So G composition F, that means you have to apply F first. So you have to start with capital X to then Y, and then up to Y, F gives help to us, and then after that G takes that Y to Z. That means this mapping is defined because that sets are domain of G is same as codomain of F. So this mapping is defined. Is a mapping of X to Z. That is, in terms of notation, G composition F is mapping, and it is mapping from X to Z. Okay, again let me write about inverses, because I want to use later on inverses of F and G, because F and G both are one-to-one and onto mappings. Their inverses exist, and they are mappings from in the reverse direction. Also, we have F inverse. When we want to use, we use this mapping F inverse. You can also write this later on. Okay, write it. F inverse is mapping from y to x, and whatever given things are there, we are writing, and with the help of that, whatever we have known there, that we are writing. G inverse is mapping from, see, G is mapping from y to z. So G inverse is mapping from z to y. Okay. And now one by one we have to prove. Okay, we have written G composition F from x to z. That means this mapping is defined. Now our aim is to prove that this new mapping is nothing but the one-to-one and onto. And later on we have to equate this to mapping G composition F. Its inverse is same as F inverse composition G inverse. So one by one, I am now going to prove 1, 1, onto, and that equality for these mappings. Okay, first, to prove okay, I am writing here a statement that we want to prove there. For this given two one-to-one and onto mappings F and G, their composition is defined, and the composition is nothing but the G composition F. And now we want to prove that this composition is nothing but the one-to-one and onto mapping. So I am taking this in three parts. So first part is nothing but the here to prove G composition F is one-to-one mapping, is 1, 1. So how we prove any mapping as a one-to-one, or when we say that any mapping as one-to-one, we have mainly two definitions. I am not discussing that third definition, inverse image, in terms of inverse image. Just keep in mind that first two definitions. What are the definitions? With the help of that, we want to prove any mapping to be one-to-one. See, if F is mapping from one set to another set, then we can say this F is nothing but the one-to-one. If you take any two distinct elements from the first set, and if you take their images in the second set, if you find out their images in the second set, and if that images are also distinct, then you can say mapping is but the one-to-one. Say, see here, I am saying for distinct elements, their images are distinct under any mapping, then that mapping is nothing but the one-to-one. This is first definition. Second definition, or this is nothing but the consequence of first definition. If you pick up any two equal images under F in the second set, and if you find out their pre-images in the first set, and if they are equal also, then mapping is said to be the one-to-one. From the second set, if you are taking equal images, and if you are getting their pre-images in the first set, if they are also equal, then you can say that that mapping is nothing but the one-to-one. And I am going to use here second definition. I am going to use here second definition. That means I have to take two equal images from the second set, and I have to find out their pre-images in the first set, and if I get there that images are equal, then I can say there that G composition F is nothing but the one-to-one mapping. So I am going to use their second definition of 1-to-1 mapping. Okay, let me write again. We have, I am writing this G composition F is mapping from. Okay, we have written in above lines. G composition F is mapping from X to Z. Okay, and now I am going to consider their equivalent images, and I have to prove pre-images are nothing but the equal. Okay. Consider or in this way. Let me take first any two arbitrary elements from first set. Let x1 and x2 be any two elements, any two elements in which set? Capital X from the first set. Okay, and now I am considering here, consider okay, suppose that, or okay, in this way, consider G composition F on x1 is same as G composition F on x2. Okay, we are assuming here that images of these two elements are nothing but the same, and then we have to check these two elements are same or not in the domain. See there, G composition F is nothing but the mapping from capital X to Z. That means after taking image of this x1, this total element G composition F on x1 is nothing but the element of this Z. Similarly, G composition F of x2 is nothing but the final element of Z. That means we are considering these two elements in Z. I am taking these two elements from this Z because they are images under this mapping. So equal images I am considering in the Z, and now I have to check that corresponding pre-images are same or not, and for that we have to use given things. What are the given things? F and G are nothing but the one-to-one and onto mappings. Okay, so now I am going to continue this. This implies I am using definition of composition, so you can write this as f of x1 is same as, keep this G outside, and then this is nothing but the f of x2. By definition of composition of mapping, we are applying this. We have applied firstly f and then later on G. So we have this. Now see, G is mapping, I am writing here, G is mapping from Y to Z. And if you take here G of Y1 equals to G of Y2, because G is one-to-one mapping, equal images have equal pre-images. That means Y1 is equals to Y2. Because G is one-to-one, I am writing this because G is one-to-one mapping. Because G is one-to-one, equal images under G. See here, I am taking equal images under G and I am directly writing pre-images. G of Y1, its pre-image is nothing but the Y1. G of Y2, its pre-image is nothing but the Y2. So equal images we are considering, and we are directly equating their pre-images because our mapping is nothing but the one-to-one. So here it is given that G is one-to-one mapping. So directly I am going to write here. Now this is f of x1 is element of capital Y. f of x2 is nothing but the element of capital Y, because f is mapping from capital X to Y. So images under f are belonging to the set Y. So these are the elements of Y, and I am taking here for these two elements their images under G, but G is mapping from Y to Z and it is 1-to-1 mapping. So because G is 1-to-1, I am directly writing here three images are same. So f of x1 is equals to f of x2, and then right here in this bracket. Since G from Y to Z is 1-to-1, is 1-to-1. Okay, after writing from this step to this step, from this step to this step, provide this reason. We are writing this step from this step because our mapping G is nothing but the 1-to-1. Okay, and now again using the same thing, our mapping F is 1-to-1, and these are the two equal images under mapping F, but mapping F is 1-to-1. So you can directly write here these two elements are nothing but the same, since F is mapping from X to Y is 1-to-1. This mapping is 1-to-1. And so we got there. We have taken under composition of mappings equal images, and we now I am going to erase this. Okay, continue. Wait for a minute. Okay. So what we have considered here and what we are getting, thus G composition of x1 is same as G composition of x2 implies x1 is equals to x2. Therefore, and if for this mapping, if this type of statement we have there, then we can say there that this mapping is nothing but the 1-to-1. So we have proved 1-to-1ness of this mapping. Let me check everyone understood this or not. Okay, just reply me. You understood this or not? equal images we have taken under composition, and then we have shown that images are, we are getting again equal under this mapping, and this is the definition of one-to-one mapping. So our G composition F defined from X to Z is one-to-one. Please reply me. The first part we have completed. We have proved here that mapping is one-to-one. We have taken equal images and we have shown their three images are also equal under this mapping. So mapping is one-to-one. And while proving this step by step, we have used given things. And what are the given things? F and G are one-to-one mappings. So with the help of that, we have proved composition is also one-to-one. So second part I am going to continue. So second part, in the second part, we have to prove mapping is nothing but the mapping is onto. So second part, what we want to prove in the second part, to prove in the second part, our mapping G composition F is onto. Okay, so let me write again. We have this mapping G composition F is mapping from which set? X to Z. Okay, and how we prove our mapping is, onto? We pick up any small z from capital Z and we try to find X in, for, okay, write me here, let me write here, for any arbitrary Z in the second set, if there exists small x in the first set capital X, such that image of that X under our mapping, what is our mapping? It is G composition F. If we get image of X under this mapping as a small z that we have arbitrarily chosen from the second set capital Z, then in that case we can say our mapping is nothing but the onto. This is definition of onto mapping. See everyone, I am again repeating what is in any onto mapping. If mapping is defined from X to Z, then we have to take any arbitrary element from the second set and we have to find out corresponding element, or we have to find out any element in the first set, at least one element in the first set whose image under our mapping is nothing but the element that we have chosen arbitrarily from the second set. So if this happens there for this mapping, then mapping we can say it is onto mapping. So we want to prove here in the second part our composition G composition F is nothing but the onto mapping. That means we have to choose from capital Z, which is second set for this mapping, any arbitrary small z, and we have to find out at least one X in capital X whose image is nothing but that Z under this mapping. So we have to complete this part in this way. So let us start with small z in the capital Z. So take it, let small z belongs to capital Z. Then okay, we have taken small z from capital Z. Now I have to take use of mapping small g, which is onto mapping. Then because G from Y to Z Okay, because mapping G from Y to Z is onto, and small z belongs to capital, and small z belonging to the capital Z, because G is onto and small z belongs to capital Z. There exist. See, I am using ontoness of mapping G. G from Y to Z is onto mapping, and we have small z in capital Z, which is second set for G. G is onto, so there exists at least one Y, small y in capital Y, whose image under G is nothing but that Z. There exists small y in capital Y, such that this small z is nothing but the image of that small y in capital Y under G. Okay. Also, we have completed up to Y. Now I am now taking that Y. Whatever Y we have in this step. See, I am again repeating here. We have small z in capital Z. Small g is mapping from Y to Z, which is onto. So there exists at least one Y in the capital Y, whose image under G is nothing but the Z. So we have Z is equals to G of Y. But while doing this, we have one Y, small y in the capital Y. And mapping F is defined from X to Y, and we have small y in capital Y. Mapping F is onto, so there exists at least one X in the capital X. So I am writing that in the second line now here, in this line. Also, since F from X to Y is onto, this is onto mapping, and we have this small y that we found in the above step, and small y belongs to capital Y. Okay, mapping is onto, small y belongs to capital Y. There exists small x in capital X, such that okay, because F is mapping from X to Y and it is onto mapping, we have arbitrary element in capital Y. So for that small y in capital Y, we must have at least one X in capital X, because F is onto mapping, such that small y is nothing but the image of small x that we got in capital X under this mapping F. And in this way we have taken use of both mappings F and G as onto, and therefore with the help of these two calculations, now we have to write about composition. So now small z that we have taken from capital Z, small z can be written as means because of G, because mapping G is onto, that small z is nothing but the image of some y in capital Y, so G of Y. And y can be written as f of x because f is onto, so replace this y by f of x. Okay, and then you can write this as, by definition of composition of mapping, this is nothing but the G composition F of x. Combining this, you can write this step as this one or this calculation as this one. So G in bracket f of x can be written as G composition F, and X. So Z can be written as image of X, and X is nothing but the belonging to capital X under this mapping G composition F. So thus for small z in capital Z, we got there small x, or there exists small x in capital X such that that small z can be written as image of that X under this mapping, and this is the definition of onto mapping. So which mapping is onto now? From the second set we have taken one arbitrary element, and for that we got there one element in the, at least one element in the first set whose image under our mapping is nothing but that Z, which was chosen arbitrarily. But under which mapping? It is G composition F. So mapping G composition map F is nothing but the onto mapping. Therefore G composition F is onto. So we have proved that mapping is onto in the second part. In the first part we have proved mapping is one to one. So again